Hey guys, and welcome to Open XCOM. This is a game that I have really been looking forward to doing. This is not the vanilla XCOM though, no, this is Open XCOM, and that is a mod for the original XCOM, which opens the game up quite a bit. It's a fan-made mod, all the links will be in the description. You must own the original, XCOM. It doesn't matter whether it's a Steam version, GOG, is there a GOG version? I can't remember. But even the very original version of the XCOM that actually came back out in 1994 or whatever, even that'll work as far as I know. So as long as you have a version, you can download this mod and it will patch your game. It makes it run a heck of a lot better. You can even play it in 1080p, which is something that is relatively impressive. You can add so many more features, like using the mouse wheel to move around. You can click and drag the map. Everything runs in a buttery smooth 60 frames a second, which of course the original game didn't. Even if you use DOSBox, that game did chug quite a bit. Especially for some reason when you went up a level. The game became very unresponsive, but they've added loads of audio options. You can even have display filters that use OpenGL, I believe. Yes. You actually have to use an OpenGL filter if you want this game to be recorded by Shadow Play, which is also quite interesting. So what else have we got here? We have loads and loads of new controls, including quick saving and loads of new shortcuts. May or may not use them. To be honest, this is the first time I'm playing Open XCOM. I've played XCOM a lot over the years, but never this version, and I can already feel the difference. It's so much smoother and more responsive. It's really nice. We have middle mouse button options and globe details, like shows funding countries on the globe, shows base radar ranges on the globe, flight paths of your craft. I mean, none of this is really super important. I mean, I guess the radars are quite useful, but it's all nice. It's all nice stuff. And then we have the battlescape information here. So we've got edge scrolls. You can change all of your movement speeds and that kind of stuff. This is really nice. So clicking shows the path of your unit. Your unit will take to the destination. Color indicates available actions. Green can move and fire. Yellow can move. Red can't move. So bloody handy that is. Clicking shows the TUs your unit will have remaining after moving. Again, ridiculously handy. That is so cool. I mean, of course you can work it out with simple maths and all the rest of it, but I ain't got time for that. Tooltips as well for the battlescape buttons, very nice. Death notifications, which is really delicious. Then we have advanced stuff, so you can play the intro. We don't want that again because we've already seen it. Autosave, which we will be using. Save scumming. Loading a game will reset the random number seed, so taking the same action can yield different results. Doesn't apply in Iron Man mode, of course, because you can't save, or well, you can save it obviously, but you can't load during the middle of the battle. Change values with the mouse wheel, so you can use the mouse wheel to buy and sell things. And look, the mouse wheel, it works. Maximize info screens, blah blah blah, FPS limit. Now, there's also drag scrolling of aggressive retaliation. UFOs will attempt to detect your base at all times, regardless of their mission parameters. I'm not really sure whether I want that one on or not. I don't know where the music stopped either. It's kind of interesting. Custom initial base. Yes, this is a really cool feature. So when we first start and we load into our first base, we will actually be able to change everything. Instead of having to go with the stock layout or having to rearrange and rebuild everything, which costs loads of money in the beginning of the game. We can have a building queue now, which I like a whole bunch. Force aircraft to launch. Ridiculously handy. Essentially, for those of you that don't know, if you send an aircraft out, when it comes back into the base, it will have to have maintenance. It will have to fuel and rearm, which, you know, makes sense. Of course it does. That actually takes 24 hours. So that is actually a very long time. But in an emergency, you cannot launch that craft. It has to sit there for 24 hours. But with that, you can override and send the craft out anyway. I mean, you know, this is a war situation. You have to make these decisions. You can't say, oh, no, 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 we've only got 90% of our fuel. We can't go out and intercept a UFO that's just about to kill millions of people. So I'm really happy with that. That's really cool. Storage limits for recovered items we're not going to have on. But if you do want to make the game harder for yourself, very cool. Live aliens sale, we're having that on. It allows the sale of live aliens, recommended when using storage limits. So that just basically means if your alien containment is full and you get back to your base, you can sell live aliens. I think that's just a feature that makes sense anyway. Psionic training at any time allows assigning soldiers to psionic training at any time of the month. Remember, initial training takes from 30 to 60 days, so that's kind of handy. So I like that. We got the realistic globe lighting, uses more realistic projection of sunlight on the geoscape according to the Earth's axial tilt. Size strength evaluation evaluates the psionic strength of all soldiers after the appropriate research has been completed. Yep, that's pretty damn handy. Airborne transfers. Craft currently in flight can be transferred. Again, that makes sense. So I'm keeping that on. Originally, if you sent a aircraft back to base, it would land at the base that it took off from. So you'd have to land it at the base, wait 24 hours for it to have maintenance and refueled and rearm if need be. And then you'd have to then send it to another base. Very time consuming, but with that you can just, you know, tell it to go land somewhere else, which makes sense. I don't know why that was even a thing. But having said that, this is a very old game, so, you know, and it was, I believe, the first of its kind as well. So I don't really have a bad word to say about this game, to be honest. It did a lot of things first. In this genre of game, and it also did a lot of things better than many games, including the new XCOM, have done since. So TFTD manufacture rules allows manufacturing projects to produce multiple items per hour, as opposed to XCOM UFO's defense's one item limit. Yeah, we're going to have that on. That just speeds up manufacturing and makes more sense. There's kind of like an interesting mechanic in this game when you're building items. Doesn't matter how many technicians you have or how many workshops, you can only produce items at the end of each hour, if that makes sense, when you roll on to the next hour. Whereas things can be produced halfway through an hour. It just makes more sense, and it's just a better way of doing things. Spend researched items. So researched items are disassembled and removed from your stores, like XCOM 2012. After researching living aliens, the body will be returned to the base stores. I like that. It kind of makes sense in a way. And field promotions. Only soldiers that were present at the mission site are eligible for promotion. Again, yes, makes sense. So we're going to have that. Sneaky AI we're not going to have, because I find that is a frustrating thing, and in many videos that I've seen, you seem to end up with hiding aliens and battles that just take ages. Think Terror from the Deep ship attacks. Terror ship attacks. Oh my god. I don't even want to think about that right now. Invert jack. No, I don't want that. UFO extender accuracy. Accuracy of shots drops off after a certain distance. According to shot type, adjusted accuracy will be displayed on the cursor. I don't know if I really want shots to be dropping off, to be honest. I don't know if we can change it once we've started. Again, like I've said, all these settings are new to me. Not really sure. I mean, I guess we keep it on, I suppose. But then, no. We're going to turn it off, because if we have that on, you won't get those cool, legendary shots. So I think we'll leave that off. Inventory stats show extra information on the selected soldier in the... Yes, please. Enhance soldier sprites. Changes soldiers' battlescape sprites to match their individual... Oh, inventory look. Yeah. Yeah, sounds good to me. Instant grenades. Prime grenades go off in 0 turns. Will explode immediately, and someone's at the door when thrown instead of at the end of the turn. 1 second, guys. And we are back. Let's continue setting this up. So, save pre-primed explosives. Saves grenades primed during pre-battle inventory in the soldier's equipment layout. What does that mean? Saves the grenades primed during battle. Oh, during pre-battle inventory. So, hang on. We can prime grenades before the battle. Let's click yes, and we'll experiment with that. Explosion height. Change how far, height-wise, explosions may spread. This is quite interesting because in the original game, the vanilla version of the game, explosions only happened on the ground. If you were even 1 square above, you were invincible to explosions, unless the explosion of course went off in the air, which only really happened with blasters and things like that. So I think we might add a notch to that. I think I might regret it, but that'd be really good for blowing out floors and buildings and things like that. Oh, I don't know, we could go to 2. What would be better if the more powerful the explosives were, the higher they went, if you could set that. For instance, a grenade could have an explosion height of 1, but like a det pack could have an explosion height of maybe 2. But I don't think we can do that. What else we got here? Smooth bullet camera, yes, that's good. Auto end battle. Battles automatically end when the last living alien is neutralized. Yeah, I mean, sure, why not? I don't understand why you wouldn't want that. Isn't that default? I'm not sure. Alien weapons self-destruct. No. No thank you. Confirm fire mode. Yes, that should eliminate misclicks, which are massively frustrating. Disable auto-equip of new soldiers before battle. Yeah, because we're going to equip everybody. I've got in mind what everyone's going to be equipped with. However, if you do want to have your equipment loadout changed, that's not a problem at all. Alternate movement methods. Enables strafing, running, and independent tank turret moving when holding control. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't really know exactly what that means. Strafing? I mean, we'll give it a go, see what happens. Override line of fire. Enables forcing your soldiers to take shots when holding control. Regardless, yeah, why not? I mean, yeah. Makes sense to be able to fire anyway. Especially if you have an indirect weapon like a grenade. Skip next turn screen. Well, we do that ourselves by pushing the click button. Terror from the Deep damage formula. Weapons do between 50 and 100% of their rated damage. 150% of their rated damage, as opposed to XCOM UFOs 0 to 200. Right. So with the vanilla version of this game, they can do no damage, or they can do 200. But I'm guessing the chance of them doing the full fat 200 is very, very slim. So, I mean, if we have that on, we'll always take damage. I mean, I'm sure this works for our guys as well. Like, our guys will always take a hit and always take some damage, instead of every now and again you do get a lucky shot that seems to do no damage at all. I don't know what to do about that, to be honest. We will. You know what? Let's just leave it the way it is. Let's just leave it the way it is. Alien bleeding. Yes, we want that on. Allows fatal wounds to be inflicted on most aliens. Yes. Nothing more annoying than not being able to wound aliens at all. And we also have mods. And I was going to say we're not going to have any mods on at all. This time, we probably will revisit this game later on, modded out the ass. But this is going to be more or less just improvements that make sense. Now, what is that? That appears to be on the standard. Changing mods, it doesn't even tell us. Improve ground tanks. Okay. It doesn't actually tell you what that does. I mean, it's on as default, so we'll keep it on. Okay. Now, there's lots of mods, and I downloaded a whole bunch of them. And I was thinking about using them, but we won't. Just because I want to have a vanilla run through this game. Now, although I've said I've played through this game loads, and that is true, I haven't played through this one for about 2.5 years. So it's all going to kind of be new. So anyway, let's go new game. Not really sure what difficulty to play it on either. I'm thinking veteran. I've had a couple of test runs. That video I uploaded where we just got absolutely decimated was on veteran. So I'm thinking about going for experienced. What's the worst that can happen? Let's go for it. Not going to do Iron Man. No. Right, so anyway, let's get our base set up. Now, if you haven't noticed, this is mainly going to be a setup video. So our first base is going to be XCOM UK, as always. Now, we're going to have our access lift there, and we're going to have our hangar. I'm going to use the standard-ish layout. Oh, nope. There we go. Living quarter, it doesn't really matter what formation you have these buildings in as far as I know. Workshop, small radar system. And there we go. Right. Let's have a little look at our base. XCOM UK, we got 4.1 million in the bank. Let's have a look at our soldiers. So she has a bravery of 20, which means she's out the door. Bravery of 30, that is really low. No, not another 20. You're out the door, love. You're out the door. Oh, God. 30. 50. Let's just restart, because that is a very unfortunate crop of shit. Let's just quickly abandon that and restart it. Alright. That was really bad, man. No decent soldiers at all by the look of it. XCOM UK. Right, let's try that again, shall we? If we get really bad soldiers again, I will do this off camera. Living quarters, there. General stores, laboratory. I usually like to have my laboratories over here, my workshops over here. Let's do that. Small radar system can go there. Right, oh God, here we go. Let's have a look, shall we? Soldiers. 30 again. 20. 10. Bearing in mind, in the XCOM lore, the soldiers that get sent to XCOM are the best of the best. The humans' ultimate fighting force. They're recruited from special forces around the world. The most elite groups from every nation. And, well, I don't like it. One last try. That is terrible. I've never had such bad soldiers. Is that something to do with this mod? I don't know. Let's abandon that. One last try. It's a shame you have to do... Can we actually... No. Have to do this every bloody time. Based in Cornwall. X... I guess what I could do, you know. UK. If we keep having this trouble, I could just roll with it, I suppose. But that is going to set us back. Living quarters you don't really want right next to the access lift. General stores is good, I suppose. Oh god. Laboratory and workshop. Small radar system. There we go. Oh man, I don't even know if I want to look. Okay, let's do it. What is going on? Oh, okay. Now let's just have a look at our troops. So what have we got? We've got a 60 and a 10 and a 40 and a 50 and a 60 and a 60. Okay, much better. Much better. Let's options, save that. Quite happy. Bases. So soldier. Right, let's have a look at these guys. So Zoe, that can be quite easily lady. Oh, my keyboard's gone to hell. 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry about the interruption, guys. This is not going too well at all, is it? You think you have the house to yourself? Never works. Okay, anyway, so Lady V can be the first one. Right, good enough. Now, next, Seppi. He's a rookie. Ah, he's out the door. See you later, buddy. Don't come back. Right, Saul Kijin. Let's have a look. So what's he good at? He's got average stamina. His health's pretty good. He's quite brave. Time units, reactions. We want someone that's got a lot of strength. He's not very strong. So he can be Captain. Oops. Captain. Rather interesting name. Yeah, Captain Cockmunch. Welcome aboard. Who's next? Christian. Ah, who's the strongest guy we have? Probably this guy here. Well, fair enough. You are now Andrew. Now, this guy is going to be our resident vet. Now, Andrew wanted to blow shit up, so seems we already have a crazy TNT throwing soldier. Andrew, I haven't quite decided whether you're going to be armed with a heavy cannon or armed with a auto cannon. I like the idea of you armed with an auto cannon because then you have high explosive rounds, you have AP rounds, and you have, oh my god, incendiary rounds. I love those quite a bit. Area denial, I like it. So there's Andrew Rouse. Actually a pretty well-rounded. Throwing accuracy is insane as well, so you'll be pretty good with grenades. So who's next? We need... So this guy hasn't got a lot of health. He's averagely strong, I suppose. Now all these stats will go up. Nah, let's see if we got someone better than that. Bravery of 10. Jessica, you're gone. See you later. Angel. Lady V, Captain. Christian. Alright, Christian's not bad. In that case, you're no longer Christian. You are Sir Dean of AA. Yeah, not bad, not bad. So Jose. Not overly strong. We need another strong soldier, really. Angel is very strong. Not too bad, actually. So, I hope you don't mind being a female character. It makes absolutely no difference, but if you do mind, that's fair enough. Let me know. So you're now Lord... Oops. I've never got used to this keyboard. I really don't like it. The buttons are way too fucking small. Lord Zeon. There we go. Now, that will do, I reckon. Now we just need to equip everybody. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 soldiers. We came out of that with 6 soldiers. Damn. Right, let's equip our craft. Sky Ranger, you. Get rid of the pistols. They're no good. We've got 8 rifles on board. We want everyone to have a spare magazine. I don't like the way they call them clips. The magazines, goddammit. Now, heavy cannon and the auto cannon. We only have AP ammo. Have I got that wrong? Am I thinking of Terror from the Deep? Everybody's got to have a grenade, so we need to order at least one more grenade. The heavy cannon, we only want one of those. Yeah, we'll have one of those. The AP ammo and the heat ammo. Okay. Okay. That'll do for now. So... And Xeon, you want it to be an explosive wielding guy. That's absolutely fine, but you're probably going to want a rifle as well. Or, I guess we could give you a pistol. I guess. The pistol's pretty poopy though. Alright, well, we'll roll with that for the time being. Now we need to sell sack. We're going to get some avalanche. Get another avalanche. Oh no, this is sell sack, isn't it? Whoops. Right, so we need to get rid of that. We'll keep the pistol ammo, or at least some of it. Don't need it all. We don't need that rifle. Heavy cannon. We've got one on board, so we'll keep that. Auto cannon. See, I like the auto cannon. I remember that being a really pretty effective weapon. But we'll keep it. Rocket launcher is yeah, we could give Andrew a rocket launcher. The only problem with the rocket launcher is you can't hold many shots for it. Fuck it, you're having a rocket launcher. I like the idea of that. That's something that I don't really play with that often. We don't want smoke grenades. As far as I can remember, the enemy AI doesn't really, smoke grenades don't really impact them very well. So we're going to keep our interceptors armed with what they have. Let's have a look. We're going to get a tank cannon. Yep. And a couple of cans of ammo for it. The tank cannon is going to be used as a scouting device. Now, if we're going to be using a rocket launcher... yes. You can get incendiary rockets. Righty, so you'll probably have small rockets for now. Get another 4 of those puppies, and we're going to want some incendiary rockets because they're just fun. We're going to want more grenade. We're going to want stun rods for everybody. High explosives, we need those for Lord Xeon. Proximity grenades, not going to use. Smoke grenades, not going to use. Grenades, we want a good few of those in spare. Okay. Now soldiers, we need another 2 replacements. In fact, I'll order 4 in case 2 of them are shit. And then we're going to get scientists. There we go. Okay. That'll do for the time being. Now, research. New project. Get your asses working on laser weaponry, because we need laser cannons stat. And then after laser cannons, we're going to go for medikits. And I believe everything's set up. The only thing we want to do, we'll rename our craft, but I'll do that after this video. So that'll probably do it, to be honest, for the first episode. I haven't decided how I'm going to reload it. I think if a mission goes really bad, just bullshit unfairness, I will be reloading it. But if we lose someone and it's completely fair, I mean, I guess that's okay. That is the name of the game with XCOM. But we'll see. I'll listen to feedback on that. The thing is, what you do need with this game, I know a lot of people play it in the Iron Man mode, and I've seen lots of LPs that have, where people have played this game, but then they haven't been able to complete it because at the end of the game they've lost so many soldiers and they only have rookies. You cannot complete this game with rookies. You do need decent soldiers, and that is why you can reload the game if the game goes badly. That's why it's there. But you know, let me know, and we'll see what we can do. Anyway, guys, that's that. Thanks for watching. Now we're set up and we're ready to rock. I'll catch you in the next episode.